You know that feeling when you're like really tired or overwhelmed or overstimulated or whatever, and like your pocket or like your jacket or something catches on a door handle and you think you might just end it all? Um, I watched a movie recently that kind of feels like that. So I finally watched Mary Bronstein's If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, which came out last year and earned Rose Byrne a Oscar nomination. This film is about Linda and she's a mother on the brink. Her child is suffering from a severe eating disorder and Linda's doing kind of all of the care and all of the parenting on her own as her husband is away for long periods of time at work. On top of that, the ceiling in her apartment caves in and she's forced to like move her and her daughter into a motel while she waits for the landlord to get this fixed. She's trying to care for her daughter who's like severely unwell. And she's trying to like handle on her own all of like the medical stuff, but also all of the like life admin. She's also a therapist, so she's dealing with random people's problems as well and absorbing all of that. This is a really stressful film. You remember how people talked about Uncut Gems as a kind of like anxiety attack of a film? This is very similar, as we kind of watch these like demands on Linda pile up and pile up and pile up and see her kind of like increasingly not be able to cope with it. So kind of like Die My Love, which came out last year with Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. This movie is very much about motherhood and its kind of psychological impact on women. It's another film in which motherhood and kind of the weight of carrying all of the care work um, is explored as a kind of psychosis almost. The genius thing about this film is that the child is never seen on screen. She's always kind of at the edge of the frame, but she's never the feature of it. Our attention and our sympathy as an audience is never pulled away toward the child. We always stay firmly within Linda's perspective. And it feels kind of radical to have a movie about motherhood in which the child is not present. It's just about the mom. The men in this film are kind of like either absent or pretty useless. Linda's husband is constantly questioning her, like over the phone, about decisions that she's making, despite not being there to help her at all. Her therapist, who's played pretty well by Conan O'Brien, also doesn't really help her and doesn't always seem to be listening to her properly. There's a patient she has that's obsessed with her. And ASAP Rocky here plays Jamie, a guy who's also living in the motel, who seems nice, but ultimately kind of just seems to want to use her as well. I'm really glad that Rose Byrne got the Oscar nomination, and she absolutely would have deserved to win it. It's such a committed performance. She gives absolutely everything to it. But on the whole, I think it's such an interesting look at the kind of darker side of motherhood and the expectation put on women and on mothers in our society, which is kind of enough to drive you mental.